Hello real estate fans, it's Dave Stokoe with Century 21 Everest. Offering today your Monday tip, 2-minute tip in real estate. Today I want to talk about what I call the reverse offer. And what it is, it's a situation where a seller is going to make a buyer an offer instead of the other way around. This is a good tool that I found helpful when you've got a buyer that's looked at a property, they've looked at it possibly 2-3 times, but they haven't made a decision, or else they're looking at another property and you're basically competing for that buyer's offer. In that circumstance, I found it very powerful to go as the listing agent, sit down with my sellers and explain to the sellers, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we have a buyer here that could write an offer, should write an offer, but we really need to compete for their offer. And so I'll literally have them write an offer with the best price, the best terms, whatever it is that they're willing to offer that buyer to get them to choose their home. And the key, of course, is making it as competitive as possible. So we're going to write that. I'm going to have the seller sign it. I would have found out beforehand what's most important to the buyer, such as seller paid closing costs, timelines, any other concessions. And we're going to put that on paper. And then I'm going to call that buyer, or I'm going to call that buyer's agent. I say, hey, look, we have a seller that really wants to put together a transaction with your buyer, and we're prepared to offer them this offer. I'll have scanned and emailed that or shot it over to the buyer's agent or the buyer themselves if they're unrepresented. Now, literally, they're in a position to make a decision. If they sign the contract, we are now under contract and on our way to a close. And it's interesting, I've had 2 specific situations where we did this and we actually stole, so to speak, that buyer from a competing property. They were literally ready to offer on the other property, but we went ahead, took that proactive approach, got them to choose our seller's property, and sold our seller's home. So the reverse offer, powerful tool. As always, appreciate the opportunity to be your voice in real estate and take this 2-minute tip. I appreciate you as always. Check out our Facebook page and look for our videos coming on a weekly basis. Thanks again. It's Dave Stokoe with Century 21 Real Estate.